in a seismic development that could reshape the NBA landscape. Superstar Kevin Durant appears headed for yet another career move. Following the Phoenix Suns' decision to part ways with head coach Mike Budenholzer, ESPN insider Shams Charania has dropped a bombshell report. Durant and the Suns are expected to collaborate on facilitating a trade this offseason. This stunning revelation sends shockwaves through the league as one of basketball's most lethal scorers potentially hits the trade market once again. The 36-year-old Durant, with his $54.7 million salary for next season, remains one of the NBA's elite offensive weapons despite his advancing age. His journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, from Oklahoma City to Golden State, Brooklyn to Phoenix, and now it seems another chapter is about to be written. What makes this situation particularly intriguing is the revelation that Durant nearly returned to the Warriors at the February trade deadline, a move that was ultimately scrapped when he privately expressed reluctance about a Golden State reunion. The Warriors pivoted swiftly, landing Jimmy Butler from Miami instead. According to trusted NBA insider Mark Stein, 4 franchises have emerged as frontrunners in the Durant sweepstakes: the Minnesota Timberwolves, New York Knicks, Miami Heat, and San Antonio Spurs. Stein notes that league sources are particularly pinpointing the Timberwolves and Knicks, depending on how their postseasons play out. The dynamics of these potential landing spots create fascinating basketball storylines. The Timberwolves, with Anthony Edwards emerging as a superstar and Rudy Gobert anchoring their defense, could form an intimidating trio with Durant. Meanwhile, the Knicks, hungering for their first championship since 1973, might view Durant as the final piece to push them over the top alongside Jalen Brunson and their talented core. The Heat, renowned for their culture under Pat Riley, and Eric Spoelstra have never shied away from bold moves to acquire superstars. Despite losing Butler to the Warriors, Miami's front office remains aggressive in pursuit of championship-caliber talent. Perhaps most intriguing is the Spurs' inclusion in these rumors. San Antonio, still rebuilding, but blessed with the transcendent talent of Victor Wembanyama alongside De'Aaron Fox, represents a fascinating option where Durant could mentor a generational talent while competing immediately in the Western Conference. Durant's performance this season reinforces why teams are lining up for his services despite his age. Appearing in 62 games, he averaged 26.6 points with remarkable efficiency, 52.7% from the field, 43.0% from beyond the arc, and 83.9% from the free throw line. These are numbers that most players in their prime can only dream of achieving. The 15-time All-Star has shown minimal signs of decline, maintaining his status as one of basketball's most unguardable offensive forces with his unique combination of height, length, and shooting touch. The timeline for this potential trade adds another layer of complexity to the NBA offseason. With the draft approaching and free agency set to open shortly thereafter, teams interested in Durant must prepare comprehensive packages that would satisfy Phoenix's demands. Any acquiring team would need to balance sending out substantial assets while maintaining enough surrounding talent to maximize Durant's championship window. For Minnesota, this could mean difficult decisions regarding their young core. The Knicks would need to determine how much of their carefully constructed future to mortgage. Miami might need to get creative with their asset portfolio following the Butler departure, while San Antonio possesses an abundance of draft capital and young talent. What makes Durant's situation particularly compelling is the context of his career arc. Since departing Golden State in 2019, where he won 2 championships and 2 Finals MVPs, Durant hasn't returned to the NBA Finals despite teaming up with Kyrie Irving and briefly James Harden in Brooklyn, and later with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal in Phoenix. At 36, with his 37th birthday approaching this fall, Durant's championship window isn't infinite. This potential move represents perhaps his final opportunity to carefully select a situation that maximizes his chances of adding a 3rd championship to his legacy before his Hall of Fame career concludes. The implications of a Durant trade extend beyond just the teams directly involved. The entire power structure of the NBA could shift depending on his destination. If he lands with Minnesota or New York, the Eastern Conference becomes even more competitive at its top tier. Should he join Miami, the Heat immediately re-enter the championship conversation. And if the Spurs pull off the shocking move, the Western Conference's future takes an unexpected turn, with Wembanyama's development potentially accelerated by several years. As this drama unfolds throughout the summer, one thing remains clear. Kevin Durant continues to be a franchise-altering talent, whose next destination will become the NBA's most compelling storyline. If you've enjoyed this exclusive breaking news, please hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you think Durant should land? Minnesota? New York? Miami? Or the dark horse Spurs? This is the kind of seismic NBA news that only comes around once in a blue moon. Folks, stay tuned as we follow every development in this explosive story that could completely reshape next season's championship picture.